Ever wondered if a hippo can outrun you? Well, brace yourself for some surprising revelations about these seemingly sluggish giants of the animal kingdom, the hippos. It's easy to underestimate the speed of a hippo. They are, after all, quite hefty. Weighing in at several tons, their size seems to suggest that they would be slow on their feet. But don't let their rotund appearance fool you. These creatures are surprisingly spry. In fact, they can sprint up to 30 kilometers per hour. Yes, you heard that right, 30 kilometers per hour. That's faster than most humans, even those of us who fancy ourselves as pretty swift runners. But their speed isn't the only thing that's impressive about these animals. They are also quite the aquatic experts. Despite their massive size, they're able to stay submerged underwater for up to 5 minutes. Just imagine holding your breath for that long. It's not an easy feat, is it? However, the real kicker here is this. They have a unique adaptation that allows them to sleep underwater. Yes, sleep. While you and I would probably wake up gasping for air if we dozed off in the deep end of a pool, hippos have a built-in mechanism that allows them to rise to the surface to breathe without even waking up. It's like they have their own personal snorkeling gear, only it's all natural, no plastic or rubber involved. So these lumbering giants are not just fast and able to hold their breath for an impressive amount of time, but they are also equipped with a unique adaptation that allows them to sleep underwater without a care in the world. It's truly amazing how nature equips its creatures with the tools they need to thrive in their environment. So the next time you find yourself underestimating a hippo, remember their hidden talents. And if you ever find yourself in a foot race with one of these behemoths, well, let's just say it's not going to end well for you. So, if you thought you'd win in a foot race against a hippo, think again. You know they are big, but did you know that hippos have one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom? Yeah, you heard that right. A hippo's bite isn't just a nibble, it's a force to be reckoned with. How strong, you ask? Well, a hippo's bite can exert a whopping force of 1,800 pounds per square inch. That's like having a small car squeezing into your lunch. To give you some perspective, that's almost twice the biting force of a lion, and it even outdoes the great white shark. Now imagine having that jaw strength, and coupling it with some seriously long and sharp canines. A hippo's canines aren't just for show, they can grow up to 20 inches long. That's longer than your average ruler. Imagine those gnashers sinking into a watermelon, or better yet, don't. These vicious chompers aren't just for chowing down on grass and fruit though. Hippos are known to use their formidable jaws and teeth in fights with rivals, especially during the mating season. They'll open wide, displaying those impressive canines, and if that doesn't scare off the competition, they're not afraid to take a bite. But don't let this scare you off from appreciating these incredible creatures. Hippos are generally peaceful animals, preferring to spend their days lounging in rivers and lakes, keeping cool under the African sun. But when it comes to defending their territory or protecting their young, these gentle giants won't hesitate to show off their powerful bite. So, let's give credit where credit's due. Hippos might not have the speed of a cheetah or the stealth of a crocodile, but when it comes to jaw strength, these hefty herbivores take the cake, and then some. They truly are the undisputed heavyweights of the animal kingdom. So remember, never get in between a hungry hippo and its meal. Would you believe me if I told you hippos make their own sunscreen? Yes, you heard that right. Hippos, those massive mammals who love to lounge around in the sun, have a built-in SPF system, and it's one of the most fascinating adaptations in the animal kingdom. These African giants secrete a red, oily substance known as blood sweat, though it's neither blood nor sweat. This unique, sticky substance is a marvel of nature's ingenuity. It's a natural sunscreen protecting the hippo's sensitive skin from the harsh, scorching African sun. But this blood sweat does more than just block harmful ultraviolet rays. In addition to acting as a sunblock, the blood sweat also serves as an antibiotic. It's like a two-in-one package, a sunscreen and a skin healer all in one. This substance, which starts out colorless and gradually turns red upon exposure to the sun, contains two types of acids that inhibit the growth of disease-causing bacteria. This is crucial for hippos who spend a good deal of their time wallowing in muddy waters where harmful microbes are abundant. But how do hippos produce this wonder substance? The answer lies in their skin glands. Unlike humans who sweat to cool down, hippos don't have sweat or sebaceous glands. Instead, they have unique mucus glands that secrete the blood sweat. When the hippo's skin gets warm from the sun, these glands kick into high gear, producing this oily secretion that spreads over the skin, providing a shiny, protective layer. Interestingly, the blood sweat also acts as an insect repellent, keeping pesky bugs at bay. It's a remarkable adaptation that helps hippos survive and thrive in their hot, humid environment, where sunburn and skin infections could otherwise be a big problem. So the next time you're slathering on that store-bought sunscreen, spare a thought for our hippo friends who have it all naturally. They've got a built-in SPF, antibiotic, and insect repellent system, all thanks to their incredible blood sweat. Imagine how much we could save on sunscreen if we had the same ability. Ever heard of hippo chat? We're not talking about a casual conversation over a cup of tea, but a full-blown hippo conversation. You see, hippos have a language all of their own, and it's as fascinating as it is surprising. To start with, hippos are incredibly vocal creatures. They use a variety of sounds to communicate, ranging from low grunts and bellows to high-pitched squeals. Each sound carries a different message, whether it's a mother comforting her calf, a male asserting his dominance, or a group of hippos warning each other of danger. Imagine a symphony of grunts, bellows, and squeals echoing across the African plains. That's the sound of a hippo chat. In fact, the calls of a hippo can be heard up to a mile away, which is roughly the distance of 15 football fields lined up end to end. Talk about a long-distance call. But the hippo communication doesn't stop at sounds. They also use body movements to express themselves. A wide-open mouth, for example, is not a hippo's way of showing that he's tired or bored. Quite the contrary, it's a show of strength, a warning to other hippos to stay away. And here's where it gets a bit messy. Hippos also use their feces as a communication tool. Yes, you heard right. By spinning their tails while defecating, hippos can spread their droppings over a wide area. This stinky message is a way for a hippo to mark its territory and let others know who's boss. So, in the world of hippos, a chat is not just a chat. It's a complex interplay of sounds, body movements, and yes, even poop. It's a language that has evolved over millions of years, allowing these magnificent creatures to survive and thrive in the wild. And all of these communication methods are not just for show, they play a vital role in the social structure of hippo communities, helping to maintain order and prevent conflict. So, the next time you hear a loud rumbling in the distance, it might just be a hippo saying hello. Did you know that hippos are ecosystem engineers? You heard it right. These large, semi-aquatic mammals have a significant impact on their environment. It's like they're nature's architects, constructing vital pathways through dense vegetation and water bodies. This might seem like a small thing, but it's actually a big deal. These pathways provide access for smaller animals to food and water sources, and they also serve as important routes for migration. So, the next time you see a hippo lumbering along, remember, it's not just going for a casual stroll. It's creating highways for other animals. Now, let's talk about poop, because hippos are really good at that. They produce a lot of dung, and I mean a lot. This might sound a bit gross, but it's actually crucial for the river ecosystem. Hippo dung, when released into the water, provides essential nutrients for aquatic life. It's like a buffet for microorganisms, and these microscopic critters are the base of the food chain. So, in essence, the hippo is a key player in keeping the river ecosystem thriving. But that's not all. Hippos also act as nutrient recyclers. When they come out of the water to graze on land at night, they consume large quantities of vegetation. Later, when they return to the water, they excrete the processed plant matter. This cycle of nutrients from land to water and back again is vital for the health of both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. And let's not forget the impact on water bodies. Hippos spend most of their day in the water, and their constant movement helps oxygenate it, providing a better environment for fish and other aquatic creatures. They're basically the water's natural stirring system. So, hippos are not just the hefty, often sleepy creatures we often perceive them to be. They're hard-working ecosystem engineers, shaping their environment and ensuring the survival of numerous other species. So not only are hippos fascinating creatures, but they also play an essential role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystem.